Welcome in to the PHNX Bets Daily Podcast presented by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Show us some class. Leave us a 5-star review. I'm Johnny Venerable, and well, look what the cat dragged in. He's gone for upwards of, feels like a week and a half, and he just strolls in here on a Monday. Shane Dieffenbach makes his not so much long-awaited return to Bets Daily. Shane, what gives?
Feel like Michael Jordan in his prime, retiring and coming back.
This is the Wizards version, correct?
Yeah, this is the Wizards version of me. I came back. It's like the house was robbed and left in shambles, and I came back to find my house completely destroyed on vacation. And I'm glad to be back and kind of repair everything now.
Yeah, while we were gone, we bought an above-ground pool. We maxed out the credit cards. I've overeaten several days in a row. Yes, today was my last day introing the show. Shane is back now. I don't want to say, somebody on Twitter, I think, messaged me and said Daddy's home, and that makes me uncomfortable to say. I'm not going to say that.
I don't like that at all.
I know it's gross. But the show is back to normal now until Shane abruptly leaves again.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know, I was in Mobile, Alabama, the shining trophy of the United States. It was just beautiful down there. The biggest takeaway I have from being in Mobile and New Orleans, I've been to New Orleans before. I'm very aware of how wet it is, but the entire state of Alabama is just wet. Everything is soaking wet. Doesn't matter if you're in bed or you're at a bar and there's a trash can. Everything is wet. So, yeah, I did shave. It does look extra crispy. I actually I wanted to kind of let it grow down a little bit farther, but I looked at it. It didn't look great. And I will be getting my hair bleached later this week. Do you not know about this, Johnny?
No.
Oh my God. Well, this is a betting show. This was a bet that was made on a PHNX Sun Devils show.
Okay.
Me and Sean were both very confident in the Chiefs to cover. Totri was not. Totri wagered that we bleach our hair. I obliged, and I am a man of my word.
The loser bleaches their hair, right?
The loser bleaches their hair. So me and Sean will both be bleaching our hair later in the week. And premiering that on PHNX Sun Devils.
How great were you feeling in the first half when the Kansas City Chiefs were up by multiple touchdowns?
I was feeling really great. And you know what I think? I actually screwed myself because I tweeted out what the Bengals should do, and they did that. So I think that coaching staff and Zach Taylor saw my tweet,
high safety,
decided to play cover one, and so it's only me to blame, honestly.
Okay. That didn't actually happen. They didn't look at your Twitter feed during the game. But what did happen is while you were gone, I bet on the Pro Bowl and lost.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Jacob, do you have my Pro Bowl picks over the weekend? So I was really confident in the AFC to win, and they did. Outside of a Kyler Murray comeback, I wanted to see the AFC do well because I bet on them to do it because they've won every Pro Bowl dating back to 2012. The under makes me want to throw up because I'm not.
Why did you do that?
Because the under has hit in 3 of the last 4. And typically you get like linemen carrying the football. I guess it's been so long since we've had a Pro Bowl. We didn't have one last year.
Yeah.
I forgot it was basically two-hand touch.
Yeah.
It's less physical than flag football, which my 6-year-old plays here in Maricopa. So the over almost hit in the first half, and I was sick to my stomach. I sent you a screen capture.
So disrespectful.
I got the most disrespectful cash out from DraftKings. We love DraftKings. I love my brothers and sisters at DraftKings. My cash out, I bet $25 on the under, and DraftKings at one point gave me a cash out of 46 cents, and I had a principal. I did not take it. So
oh, I love it. The only good thing that happened in the Pro Bowl was Mac Jones hitting a surprisingly clean gritty. Oh, my day. Oh, my God. We just had a comment for those of you on audio. My dad sucked until I saw Shane. It was a typo. It said my day sucked.
Is Shane your new daddy? I think, John.
I think I am.
I think you are.
Let's get away from this topic, shall we?
No, let's keep on it.
So I don't know if you saw. No,
there it is.
I don't know if you saw, Johnny, but
yeah.
This team that plays a sport that resembles basketball sometimes in Tempe decided to win a big game over the weekend.
The Suns?
No, they don't play in Tempe. The ASU Sun Devils took
that
down number 3 UCLA at home in a gritty triple overtime victory. And they have U of A tonight. So we don't have any NCAA basketball picks, but the spread is U of A by 12. Johnny, what do you think of that?
I think that's a little bit. Well, first of all, I would typically say that's a little bit robust, but big emotional win for ASU, even to get up for a rivalry game immediately after that. I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag. I would think it will be single digits in the fourth quarter. The game is in Tucson. Are you going to go to the game?
No, the game's here.
The game's here? I thought it was in Tucson.
It's in Tempe. They played in Tucson last time.
Oh, that's right. Are you going to go to the game?
Our host of this PHNX Locker show, Anthony Totri, will be at the game. I'm going to be doing the show from studio.
Have you talked to Mike? Have you talked to Mike Luke today?
We are not on speaking terms right now.
That's fair.
ASU money line plus 550 tonight might be worth a little sprinkle. Genuinely think that they have a shot at this game. Outside of a display from Dalen Terry and Benedict Mathurin going crazy, I think that this team has really figured it out. Marion Jackson finally came through after having a rough season. The MAC Player of the Year last year, scored 24 points in a big win. And he said his wrist has been bothering him, and this was the first game it felt right. So hopefully this is the new normal for Marion. So if I had to pick right now, I'm going ASU plus 12.
I would say the same. I would think that it's going to be a competitive game. Maybe they use last night's momentum and they carry it over. But typically, I would say big emotional letdown, kind of like the Coyotes last week when they had their big win. But I'll roll with you.
Don't compare anybody to the Coyotes. Actually, Arizona State and the Coyotes are very comparable.
Very similar. And Leah's in the chat, season. So I'm just throwing some love to PHNX Coyotes.
But the Coyotes have something to tank for, a player by the name of Shane Wright. The Sun Devils don't. They don't get anything for playing bad.
No.
Yeah. Well, NBA, Johnny. We got some basketball stuff to talk about.
There are some games tonight that I'm really excited about. One in particular, Chicago Bulls hosting our Phoenix Suns. Jacob, if we could see my picks right before I sneeze off camera. Nope, I held it in like a champ. I like the Suns -8 in Chicago tonight. They have upwards Chicago 8 players that are questionable. I think the Suns roll. They get back on track after a little bumpy, go around on the East Coast against Atlanta. And then on the flip side, the Thunder are, speaking of 12.5-point dogs, they're hosting Golden State. I think this is a trap game for Golden State. Golden State looking for their 9th straight win in a row. The Thunder are not good. They're not a good team by any means. But I also think that is a very robust line. I'm not going to take the Thunder to win outright, very similar to ASU. I think U of A is going to win. But give me the Thunder plus 12.5 against a Golden State team that, again, they know about winning streaks. Once upon a time, they won 20-plus in their heyday. And I think they want to match a little bit of the Suns' momentum here. I don't think they cover, but I think they win the money line for Golden State, obviously. And then the Heat, -6. The Heat have been playing some good basketball, man. They're at Washington, got one of the better records in the Eastern Conference. I was not a believer before the season started. I'm a believer now. I would love to see Bradley Beal get shipped out of Washington. I would love to see them finally blow it up. Maybe a lopsided loss, couple heading into the All-Star break. They opt to do that, but I think Miami keeps it rolling and they roll Washington tonight.
Yeah, it's so funny. I was looking at the injury report for the Bulls game. It's so funny the difference between the NBA or the NHL and like all other leagues and how they disclose their injuries. Because the NHL obviously doesn't say anything.
No,
they say lower body injury. If it's an ankle, leg, hip, doesn't matter. And the NBA, they're so specific. Zach LaVine is questionable tonight with lower back or spasms in his mid lower back.
He needs a bacchiotomy, I'm told.
Is that a real thing?
No, it's from Half Baked. Continue.
That's all I had. We'll get into my picks for the NBA slate tonight. I like the Raptors tonight by 2 points. I also like Pascal Siakam, anything involving his over. I'm a big fan of this Raptors team. They're in Charlotte playing the Hornets. Hornets are a weird team.
They are.
The Raptors are a good team. Fred VanVleet can get hot at any given moment. So I like them to cover those 2 points for sure. And then I like the Suns as well. There's just a lot of injury stuff. And the Suns, they've been disappointing. Besides that Wizards game, they want to get back on track.
Yeah.
And I think they do that in a big way in this road trip. I don't expect them to lose again before the All-Star break. They have some tough opponents coming up, but it's the Suns. We've seen weirder things. And then you talked about the Miami-Washington game. Look, the Wizards were held to they were held to 51 points in 3 quarters against the Suns. Miami is also a good defensive team. They also don't put up a crazy amount of points. Whenever you see an under hovering between 205 to 210, I usually lean under, and especially in this game, Wizards are just gross. I bet on Kyle Kuzma's over point total in the game with the Suns, and he didn't do anything. Also, you're not expecting you're not going to have any Bradley Beal again, and that's really what kind of killed this offense. So I'm expecting another low scoring performance.
Why have the Wizards been so hesitant to try to rebuild and blow it up? It blows my mind. But I do like your Raptors pick. They've won 3 in a row. They're kind of like sneakily back into the Eastern Conference, playoff race a little bit. They've beaten the Hawks, who just beat the Suns. They've beaten the Bulls. They've beaten the Heat. They've beaten real teams. So I that's one of my favorite bets of the night.
The hair's coming by Friday, Sheedy. It will be there.
Are you doing it yourself, or are you having it
God,
professionally
no,
done?
dude.
Well, you got home? Go to Walgreens, get some of that home dye.
Do you see that hair? What I can't risk.
Are you cutting it also, or are
yeah, I am. I'm cutting it before then.
Are you doing frosted tips?
Oh God, now I messed up my hat.
It looked like that before.
Anyway, no, I'm gonna cut it before. I'm not doing frosted tips. If you bleach your own hair and mess it up, you can damage your hair, and I can't damage the beauty that is my hair. Johnny, don't look at me like that. I have thick, beautiful hair. You know this. You've ran your fingers through it a couple times.
I don't want to leave now. I don't want to do this.
Hey, Johnny, you want to do ad reads today since you're still the host of the show?
I mean, that's fine. You know what I can talk about? I can talk about the big moment we've been waiting for since September. It's finally here. In honor of the big game, the DraftKings Sportsbook app, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56, is giving new customers 56-1 odds on either team. Bet just $5 or more, get $280 in free bets if your team wins. Not a new customer, obviously, like Shane and I. Bet on the Super Bowl 56 props. Instead, DraftKings Sportsbook offers a wide range of props throughout the big game. We're going to be talking about them all week. Take your shot at winning cash by predicting props like a non-quarterback will throw a pass, 4th down conversions, total yardage, that much more. Again, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code PHNX. You're going to score some big dollars. That promo code, again, PHNX at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56, 21 and over. Arizona only. Gambling problems, call 1-800-NEXT-STEPS. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details.
Are you excited for the Super Bowl?
I am. Yeah. Shane and I got some tasty nuggets that we can't talk about yet because we haven't finalized our plans. We're going to have coverage on Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to be talking betting. We're going to be talking props, maybe some sneak peeks during the game.
Maybe some live betting. Who knows?
Yeah, we're going to talk to you all about that as the week progresses. We got to tighten up our screws here, but you guys asked for it. Some of you didn't, but some of you did. In-game, live, Shane and Johnny. So we're going to deliver for you.
Well, guys, it wouldn't be an NBA betting show if I didn't give you a Julius Randle prop. So pull up my props. Julius Randle over 32.5. Johnny, I don't know if you saw the video, but he was yelling at basically the PD of the New York Knicks, their video coordinator, during a game. Had to be pulled away from him. Hilarious stuff. This team is just kind of exploding, but Julius Randle is as well. I expect this to be remember the no bones day thing? I'm expecting this to be a no walk day thing where he doesn't walk up and down the court because sometimes he does that. I like Julius Randle over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Again, one of my favorite teams and players to watch, even though they're kind of exploding right now. I think they're 7.5-point dogs tonight. Last I saw against the Jazz, 8-point dogs at the Jazz.
The Knicks are bad.
Yeah, but Julius Randle is fun and good. So taking that over all day, usually it hovers around like 35. So I like this at 32.5. I also like Steph Curry. He hasn't been producing much points wise in the last couple weeks, even like last month. So his point total has dropped. It's at 23.5. It's usually around there. I think he goes over tonight finally against the Thunder, but you never know. Could be a blowout. But I like him to score probably.
Could be a
20 in the first
blowout.
half.
Could be close. He could do well. He could not do well.
That's just not what I said. That's what you say. That's how you do your picks. I literally just said it could be a blowout. So you know what?
Can we talk about something that's serious right
Yeah.
now? And that's Kyler Murray scrubbing potentially the social media of Arizona Cardinal paraphernalia. And we're going to talk about that at more today, live at 3 p.m. PHNX Cardinals. Maybe our most anticipated show of the offseason thus far. So many juicy nuggets for myself, the GM Saul Bookman, to dive into again live today, 3 p.m. PHNX Cardinals live. We're talking all things Kyler Murray. I put out a tweet last night. It may or may not be going viral as we speak, retweeted by several notable national outlets, Matt Miller of ESPN, no big deal, etc. Today live, we're talking about at 3 p.m.
I wanted to go back to this comment. Sean said, I'm going to look good with blonde hair. That's a fact. And then he said, hot Jalen Graham vibes, which is assuming that Jalen Graham isn't hot. So, Sean, be careful with what you're talking about. Anyway, this morning, Johnny, what did you do when you woke up this morning?
I woke up and I went on the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and I've been on it until the show started because I'm a degenerate. And I looked at my negative balance.
Well, sometimes when I have a negative balance in my DraftKings account, I get a little sad. And I need a boost of energy.
Okay.
So I use those athletic greens, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah. If you want that better gut health, or you want some more energy,
show us your gut.
Delicious. With one delicious scoop of athletic greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole foods sourced, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day right. I was hesitant to drink this because it's green, but it tastes really good, actually, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it. And, green stuff and mustaches, they mix well together. I don't know where I'm going with this, Johnny.
Horrible.
You want to talk about your experience with it?
It's great. I love it. I drink it. My kids are jealous, and I'm like, when you're older, you can try some of this. I'm not sure if it's safe for kids, but it's certainly safe for grown adult men like myself. In all seriousness, I drink it regularly. It's fantastic. It gives me a burst of energy before I go and do my workouts, before I get my push-ups in, and get camera ready for you, America. So yeah, Athletic Greens is where it's at. Check it out now. And use that promo code PHNX.
Yeah, make it easy. Athletic Greens is going to give you 1 free year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/PHNX and use that promo code to take ownership of your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Guys, thank you so much for joining us as always. Johnny, you want to outro the show because you're so good at it?
I am not only good at it, I'm elite in it. So be sure to like, subscribe, show some class, leave a 5-star review anywhere you get your podcasts. Again, we're going to have live coverage of the big game all throughout this week. Some fun stuff planned for you all. Shane is back for now, maybe. This is PHNX Bets Daily. We'll see you tomorrow at noon.
Peace.